Hey guys, welcome back to the good old Oregon outdoors. The year of double deuce as I continue my journey towards September. The sun came out today, so I thought I'd just throw the float tube in again and head on up and do a little fishing on this beautiful day. Thought you'd come along with me. So I'm heading up to do some fishing, but my mind's always on elk. Thinking about the season coming up in September, and just taking the steps I need to kind of get ready for that. And hopefully, as many of you are aware, have been following me, bow hunting for 22 years for elk, and have yet to put my tag on a bull. But I'm driving through some pretty good elk country right now. Kind of country that these Roosevelt love. Pacific Northwest rainforest. I follow a lot of you guys on Facebook, and I'm seeing, a lot of you guys just getting out there and getting sheds. It's pretty impressive. I call all you guys who are really successful at finding sheds, I call you the shed whisperers. I want to give a shout out to one ex-student of mine, great guy, loves the outdoors as much as me, Wes Glenn. He can find those sheds. Wes is a good guy. We hunt kind of the same area. Well, we're able to text each other and see how it's going. And he's been super kind and giving me leads on elk herds, and so it's always fun. It's always, that's one of the cool things about hunting, is just that camaraderie with your fellow bow hunters. So thanks, Wes. Hopefully you and I will be calling each other, texting each other this year, asking for help for a pack out. Okay, we made it. So we're gonna hike on down in and enjoy this beautiful sunny day. It's gorgeous. See if we can find any cutthroat in this lake. I'm gonna stop on my way down in. There's a little stream I like to fish, just do a little stream fishing before we hit the lake, and then spend a little while and float around and see if I can snag into any cutthroat. Okay, let's head on down. Let's give it a shot. Well, you can see that little pond right there. It's actually a dammed up section of a little stream here. I'm going to fish that for a little bit before I hit the main lake. I see some fish rising down there, so let's go give it a shot. So that's about the size we're catching. 8 to 10. Fun little fish to catch. A little bigger. It was okay fishing today, but being here middle of the day when the sun is still on the water, they just don't tend to be quite as aggressive after the flies. When that sun leaves the water, when they start getting a lot of shade on the lake, I tend to have more action. But I had to be here midday just schedule-wise, so it was still great. It was still so much fun. I like these cutthroat because you don't have to have great fly fishing technique to still get some action and get them to take your fly. Well, it's Easter time. Chocolate bunnies and Easter eggs, right? Some of you will go to church that don't usually go to church. There's a lot of elk up here. I have been in my float tube, catching fish, and elk herd just kind of meandering its way around the edge of the lake. It's so cool. Yeah, Easter's just that culmination of the rescue story that we've been talking about, where Jesus comes and he dies and then he raises again to rescue you from your sins. When I was in college at Oregon State, I had some friends on the football team, and we were sitting eating lunch one day and started talking about this lake, and they're like, "Oh, you gotta take us there." So one Saturday, we all literally piled in the back of one of these guys' trucks. I led them on out to this lake. It's out in the middle of nowhere. They loved it, but they spent more time swimming than they did fishing. That was fun. You know, we are in crazy times right now. We've talked about this. Our world seems to be going off a cliff. Just not a lot of good news happening, right? But I got good news, and it's Jesus. I listened to a sermon this week from one of my favorite pastors, and he said something during the sermon that was pretty profound. He said, really, there's two kinds of people in the world. Those who have accepted Jesus and those who have not. Those of us who know Jesus seriously have all hope. We have purpose. We know who holds the future. And we know how it all ends. Easter story is right here in this passage. So give it a read. Well, I hope you guys are getting out and enjoying the outdoors like I am. God's put it here to give us peace, to give us a place to refresh our souls, to enjoy catching some fish, and hopefully in September, killing a bull. But I need to start hoofing it out of here. So thanks again for hanging out, and we will see you next time.